What's up, YouTube? This is JP Panther back with another video, and today's video is an Avengers Endgame Marvel discussion video, and I really want to talk about it, right? I want to talk about Infinity War Thanos and Endgame Thanos, or 2014 Thanos, or 2024 Thanos, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to talk about the two Thanoses from two different movies, and we're going to get into the subject and really discuss about it right now. I feel like Infinity War Thanos was more. If you watch Infinity War Endgame, even though they're part one, part two of the same movie, they feel like two different movies. And you could tell that when you watch the two movies, it's like watching. You have two different Thanos technically, from different timelines and different time periods and different mindsets. When you watch Infinity War the first time, Infinity War, don't get me wrong, Infinity War Endgame, I love the movies. I still think Endgame is a better comic book film than Infinity Wars. Infinity War felt way more grounded for the normies and the popcorn movie fans. Endgame felt like a comic book-ish. It felt like a comic book movie coming out to life, and it wasn't grounded at all. Infinity War, Thanos was more sympathetic. His whole entire goal was pretty much we're overpopulated. We have very limited resources, and his goal is to pretty much go Infinity War gem hunting, almost on some Sonic the Hedgehog, grabbing the 7 Chaos Emerald type thing, and then have the power and use it for his own personal gain. That's what it felt like when Infinity War. Infinity War felt very grounded. It felt very you could sympathize with Thanos, where his whole goal was pretty much he was trying to get all the 6 Infinity Stones to wipe out half of the population because he believes it'll make everybody happy and peaceful, and that's the only way in his own psychological, personal, ideological, political view that in order to wipe out half of the population, we can give the resources. Half of the resources gives to the people who are alive, and half of them are dead. And it just felt like, okay, Thanos was more he was good, but again, he wasn't as demonic and savage like he did in Endgame. Infinity War, you felt sympathetic towards him and you understand his point of view. Now, Endgame Thanos felt more like a comic book Thanos. Like, he felt like, because Infinity War, Thanos felt more sympathetic, more understanding, where Endgame Thanos felt like a fairy tale Dragon Ball Z villain. He felt like Zeref, Acnologia, and Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan from the first Dragon Ball Z. He just felt like your typical anime fairy tale Dragon Ball Z villain, because he was just like when he saw himself get killed in the past in Endgame, right? He just like, nah, F all that. And then he felt more demonic, he felt more savage, and I guess Thanos was more, he was younger, so he was a lot more demonic, a lot more bloodthirsty than he was in Infinity War. And I'll be honest with you, I liked Endgame Thanos way more than Infinity War Thanos. Infinity War Thanos felt way too sympathetic. Endgame Thanos felt like a comic book, anime villain. Because his whole goal was that, he talked about his whole goal, he was going to go wipe out half the population so that the other half could survive. But then Endgame Thanos, he's pretty much like, nah, F all that. Because he says, I will just... Because pretty much he turned to an anime villain left and right. He literally, point by point. He literally says, I'm going to take the Infinity Stones, blow up the universe, and create a new universe, and that's the only way I'll make everybody happy and peaceful. Because Endgame Thanos was more demonic. He was beating the crap out of Thor, Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, Captain Marvel. He beat T'Challa. Scarlet Witch was about to kill him right then and there. And then he's just like, yo, rain fire on all these MFs. You feel me? That's what he was. Even Thanos' troop was like, sir, our troops. He's like, nah, let's do it. He just... And then Captain Marvel had to come in there and knock the ship out and stuff like that. But it shows you that Endgame Thanos was more demonic, a lot more savage, a lot more bloodthirsty. And you can tell that, Endgame Thanos felt more... How explain it? He felt more... I get he did kind of feel more like a Marvel villain, but you could feel like the world was gonna end. You feel me with him? And Infinity War, after he wipes out half the population, he's done. Endgame Thanos was just like, nah, I'm gonna start up. I killed all these people. I'm gonna start a fourth grade ninja war, and I'm gonna blow up the universe and create a new one. And if he would have completed his goal, it would have been very, very demonic and devastating. And you could tell if you watch. I don't know if you guys remember Age of Ultron. When Tony Stark sees the visions, pretty much when he was in Age of Ultron and he starts seeing the visions of Thanos and his army destroying Earth, whatever, and Captain America and Black Widow and everybody else is pretty much dead, lying on the ground. That probably would have happened if Iron Man didn't grab the Infinity Stones and killed Endgame Thanos and his whole entire army. And to me, Endgame Thanos just felt more, it just felt more like the world was at stakes. When Infinity War, it didn't feel like the world was at stake, even though he wiped out half of the population. But let's be honest, there's a part one, part two, but it also, you knew they were going to bring back everyone back to life because it's like it's a part one, part two. And when I watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, and when they had the quantum, if you watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, once you saw the quantum realm, I'm just like, okay, they're going to go back in time, and pretty much the whole entire thing was that they're going to go back in time, get the stones, bring everyone back to life. But the whole consequence is like, all right, you brought everyone back to life, but there's going to be consequences for your actions by time traveling. So the consequence was time travel was that even though they brought everyone back to life, Endgame Thanos was just like, I'm just going to not just wipe out half the population, I'm just going to blow up the whole universe and kill everybody and create my own universe and my own world and do whatever I want. And pretty much be a universal dictator, pretty much, and just do whatever you want. And it shows you the consequences of time travel, and it was really good from that point of view. And I just feel like, just to wrap up the whole entire conversation, is that Endgame Thanos felt a lot more, again, Endgame Thanos felt more like a comic book villain than Infinity War, where he felt sympathetic and you understand his point of view. So honestly, I think Endgame Thanos was better. And I understand people have different point of views, whatever. I still think Endgame is a better movie, but I do feel like Endgame Thanos was more demonic, a lot more savage, and it felt like things were gonna really happen. And Infinity War Thanos, he just felt like, he felt sympathetic. That's what I'm trying to say. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section below. Rate and like the video and subscribe. Peace and have a great night and a great day, and take care.